Very good morning to everyone. This is your mathematics class and today's video is again on mensuration. As you know, we did two questions of exercise 11.1 and today we will start with the question number 3 of the same exercise. See what the question number 3 is saying. Question number 3 is saying that the shape of a garden is rectangular in the middle and semicircular at the ends as shown in the diagram. See the diagram. This is the shape of the rectangular garden in the middle, means this portion, and semicircular at the ends, means these two portions. We need to find the area and the parameter of the garden. Need to find out the parameter as well as area of that garden. For that we need to observe, means we need to see one thing, that in this diagram we have two shapes. The first one is rectangular and the second one is semicircular. There are two semicirculars and one rectangle, but there is one more thing, that the length of this rectangular garden with these two semicircle is 20 meter, means the total length of this diagram is 20 meter. But we need to find the area and the parameter. Then we need to separate length of the rectangle. For that we need to find the length of this rectangle, that means from this point to this point. See the solution of this question. Here we are given the total length is 20 meter and at the same time we are given the diameter of the semicircle. See, these two are the semicircles. See, if then it is circular, so that in this figure the semicircle is given and this is the diameter of this semicircle. Similarly, this is the diameter of this semicircle. So the diameter of the semicircle that is given is 7 meter, and from here we can find the radius of this semicircle, because we know that radius is equal to diameter divided by 2, because the radius is half of the diameter. So it will be the radius of semicircle is equal to 7 divided by 2, that is equal to 3.5 meter. After that we need to find the length of the rectangle, because this length is given, this length that is given is completely length of this figure, and we need to find the length from this point to this point. For that there is one thing that you have to focus on, that if this is the diameter of the semicircle and the radius of this semicircle is 3.5 meters. See, if I draw the full circle, then this will be the radius and also this will be the radius. Okay, from this center point to the edge of the circle is also the radius. Similarly, from this point to this point, this is radius, and we know the radius is 3.5 meter. If this portion is of 3.5 meter and also this portion is of 3.5 meter, then we can subtract this 3.5 and this 3.5 from 20. In this way we can find the length of the rectangle, that means from this point to this point, after cutting from this point to there and from this point to there, then we will have the length of this portion. That's why we subtract 3.5 two times from 20, because 3.5 is for this and 3.5 is for this. Now we have 20 minus 3.5 plus 3.5 is equal to 7. See, 3.5 plus 3.5, 5 plus 5 is equal to 10, carry 1, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 1 7, that is 7.0, that will be equal to 7. So this will be equal to 20 minus 7, that is equal to 13 meter. So the length of the rectangle which we have found from here is 13 meter. Now time to breadth. Breadth of the rectangular field is 7 meter, because see the one thing, this is the breadth of the rectangle, because this is the rectangle, this is the length and this is the breadth, and this is also the diameter of the semicircle, which is 7 meter. So the breadth is also 7 meter. Now we can find the area of this rectangular field, and we know that the area of the rectangle is length multiplied by breadth. See here, length multiplied by breadth. Length is 13 meter and breadth is 7 meter. So 13 multiplied by 7 is 91. And we know that when we find the area, then we have to put the unit in the pattern of square. So if the unit is meter, then the answer will be 19 meter square. This square is for area. Okay, so the answer is 91 meter square. After that, there is one more thing, that you have to find the parameter also. Now again I am saying that there are two shapes. First one is rectangle and the second one is semicircle. We have found the area of the rectangle. Now this time we have to find the area of the semicircle. So the area of the two semicircles, see, if the area of one semicircle is 1 by 2 pi r square, then area of the two semicircle will be equal to, obviously we will multiply that half pi r square by 2. So the area of two semicircle is 2 multiplied by 1 by 2 pi r square. 2 multiplied by 1 by 2, and the value of pi is always 22 upon 7. So we put 22 upon 7 at the place of pi, and r is 3.5, that is given to you. So multiply by 3.5, multiply by 3.5. For that you can cancel this 2 with this 2, and after solving that you will get 38.5 meter square, because this is the area of the two semicircles. So this will be the meter square. So the area of the two semicircles is 38.5 meter square. Now you can find the area of the total garden. Total garden is containing the two shapes, rectangle and two semicircles. So we can add the area of the rectangle and the area of the two semicircle. In this way we can find the area of the total garden. So the area of the total garden is 91, that is the area of the rectangle, plus 38.5, that is which is the area of two semicircles. After adding this we will get 129.5 meter square. So the area of the garden is 129.5 meter square. After that we need to find the parameter of this garden. So firstly we can find the parameter of two semicircles. Okay, so this is parameter of two semicircles. We know that the parameter of the semicircle is 2 pi r, and here we are talking about semicircles, that means half of the circle. So we can divide it by 2, so we can cancel this 2 with this 2. Now we have area of one semicircle is pi r, but here we have to find the area, the parameter of one semicircle is pi r. So we can find the parameter of two semicircle by multiplying this pi r by 2. After that we will get 2 pi r again. So we can find the parameter of this, means parameter of two semicircles. So the parameter of two semicircle will be equal to 2 multiplied by pi r, that is equal to 2 pi is 22 upon 7, r is 3.5, and after that we will get 22 meter. Okay, 22 meter. The parameter of the semicircle is 22 meter in this way. But we need to find the parameter of the total garden. So there is one more shape, that is rectangle, but we cannot find the parameter of that rectangle. Okay, because this portion and this portion is contained in semicircle as well as is contained in rectangle. So for that we cannot find the parameter of the rectangle. But there is one thing, see, if we have the triangle, then how we can find the parameter of this triangle? Obviously by adding these three sides. So in the similar way we can find the parameter of this garden. We have found the parameter of the two semicircles, that is 22 and 22. So the parameter of this portion, so the parameter of this portion is 22. Now we need to find, see, I will tell you what is the parameter. Parameter is simply the boundary of the closed figure. That means we have to find the length of only of the boundaries to find the parameter. So this is the semicircle and also this is the semicircle, and we have found the perimeter of these two semicircle, that is 22. Now the remaining portion is this length and this length. See, we have found the area of these two, we have found the perimeter of these two semicircles. That is 22. Now the remaining portion is only this portion, this length and this length, and these are the length of the rectangles. And we have found that, see, the length of the rectangle was 13 meter. Length of the rectangular field was 13 meters. So we can add the length of this portion and the length of this portion. This is 13 meter or this is also 13 meter. So we can add 22 plus 13 and the length of this 13. Hope you understand what I want to say. So the perimeter of the total garden is 22 plus 13 is equal to 48 meter. Hope all of you understand this question. If you have any problem regarding that question, then you can ask. Now let us move towards the next question, that is question number 4. And the question number 4 is saying that a flooring tile has the shape of a parallelogram whose base is 24 centimeter. There is one thing, that the flooring tile has the shape of a parallelogram. So this is the parallelogram. This is the parallelogram whose base is 24. This base is given 24 centimeter and the corresponding height is 10 centimeter, and this is the corresponding height. This is 10 centimeter. How many such tiles are required to cover a floor of area 1080 meter square? That means area of the floor which is in the shape of parallelogram is also given, that is 1080 meter square. Now we can find that, see the solution, this question, for this question also, this is the solution. So base of the tile is 24 centimeter. There is one thing, that area of the floor is given in the format of meter square, because area of the floor is given 1080 meter square. So we need to change these units, because this is centimeter, so we have to convert this centimeter into meter, and we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. If we want to convert from meter to centimeter, then we need to multiply, and if we want to convert from centimeter to meter, then we need to divide, and this time we need to convert from centimeter to meter, so that we will divide this 24 by 100. So this will be 24 upon 100, that is equal to 0.25 meter, and the corresponding height of the tile is 10 centimeter, that is given. Again this is centimeter and we need to convert this into the meter. So this will be 10 divided by 100 meter, which is equal to 0.10 meter. Now area of the tile. Now remember what I told you, that area of the parallelogram is base multiplied by height, and here base multiplied by height is also the altitude. Okay, so the base is 0.24 meter and the height is 0.10 meter. So the answer is 0.024 meter square. So the area of the tile is 0.024 meter. Now the question that is asked to you, that you need to find the number of tiles required to cover the floor. So here we are supposing the number of tiles required to cover the floor is equal to n. Right here n. So the number of tiles letting it. Let number of tiles required to cover the floor are n. Now see, if this is the floor and this is the first tile, okay, this is the second tile, third, fourth, fifth, similarly 7th, 8th, 9th, 10, 11. These are the, suppose these are the tiles that covered that floor. So we have the area of the floor, but we don't know how many means how many tiles will required to cover that floor. So for that we need to find the number of tiles to cover that floor. So for that we are given the area of one tile, that is 0.024 meter, okay, square. So the area of the one tile is 0.024 meter. Now see, if the area of this tile is 0.024 meter, then and all the tiles are in the same shape and containing the same area, so this tile will also 0.024 meter square, and also this time the area of this tile is 0.024 meter. Similarly, the area of all the tiles, means the area of each tile is 0.024 meter. If the area of each tile is 0.024 meter, then how we can find the total area of the total tiles? Obviously, we can multiply the area of one tile by the total number of tiles. Okay, we can multiply the area of one tile by the total number of tiles. So for that we will do we did the same thing here. See, we did the same thing here, that if we are considering there are n number of tiles, then n number of tiles, that means total number of tiles multiply by area of one tile. Okay, and in this way, when we put all the tiles on that floor, in this way all these tiles will cover that floor. Obviously all these tiles will cover that floor. So for that we are multiplying the number of tiles by the area of one tile, and in this way it can be covered, means in this way the total tiles can be covered, total area of the floor. So n multiplied by area of one tile is equal to area of floor. Now we need to find n. For that we can this area of one tile is in the multiplication, this area of one tile is the multiplication factor of n. So while going to the right hand side, it will divide the area of the floor. So this will be n is equal to area of floor divided by area of one tile. Okay, area of floor divided by area of one tile. So the total number of tiles will be equal to area of floor upon area of floor divided by area of one tile. We have the area of one tile, also we have the area of the floor. So we can put simply the values, of area of floor and area of one tile, and in this way we can find the total number of tiles. So this will be n is equal to area of floor divided by area of one tile. Area of floor is given 1080 meter square, and area of one tile is that we have found 0.024 meter square. After solving this we got 45,000. That means 45,000 tiles required to cover the floor, and this is also the answer of this question. Now let us move towards the next question. Let us have a look on the question. Just a second. See, this is the question number 5. Let's focus on that question and read the question carefully. An ant is moving An ant is moving around a few food pieces of different shapes scattered on the floor. For which food piece would the ant have to take a longer round? See, if we scatter food pieces on these shapes, then we need to find that in which case, this B and C, in which case the ant will take the longer round. See, obviously food pieces scattered in this way, similarly food scattered in this way. In this way, this ant will cover the perimeter of the shapes. So in this case, we need to find the perimeter, and which have the larger perimeter, that will have the larger round. So see the solution for this question also. Firstly, we will solve the part A. See, question number 5th, part A. This is the diagram. It is given that this is the diameter of this semicircle. Obviously, this is in the form of semicircle, and this is the diameter of this semicircle. We can find the radius by the help of the diameter, because radius is equal to the half of the diameter. So radius is equal to diameter divided by 2. That means diameter is 2.8 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. So the radius is 1.4 centimeter. So we need, if food pieces scattered in this way, then obviously this is the boundary of this shape, and boundary, if we need to find the measure, means if we need to find the length of the boundary, that means we need to find the circumference of the semicircle, and we know that the circumference of semicircle is pi r. So pi is 22/7 and r is 1.4, that is given to you. After solving that, you will get 4.4 centimeter. So 7 ones are 7, this will be 0.2, and 22 multiplied by 0.2 is 4.4 centimeter. So the circumference of semicircle is 4.4 centimeter. Now it is the circumference of the semicircle, but we need to find the total distance covered by the ant. This will be the circumference of this semicircle. The circumference of this semicircle, also including the diameter, because ant will move on the whole figure. Ant will move on the whole figure. So we need to add this circumference and also this diameter. So the circumference of semicircle plus diameter. Circumference of semicircle is 4.4 centimeter and the diameter is 2.8 centimeter. 2.8 centimeter. So this will be equal to 4.4 plus 2.8. That will be equal to 7.2 centimeter. So the total distance covered by the ant in the first case is 7.2 centimeter. In the similar way, we can find the total distance that covered by ant in the second case. This is the figure. This is the length of this is 2.8 and this breadth is 1.5 centimeter. If we are also, this is also the semicircle. Okay, this is also the semicircle. So the diameter of this semicircle is 2.8 centimeter and we can find the radius by dividing this diameter by 2. So the radius will be equal to 1.4 centimeter. Now the circumference of semicircle is pi r. Pi is 22/7, r is 1.4 and the answer is 4.4 centimeter. Now the total distance covered by the ant. See, total distance covered by the ant. If this is 2.8, so first distance is this 2.8, the second distance is this 1.5. Okay, and the opposite side is also 1.5. So this is 1.5 and this will be the circumference. This will be the circumference of this semicircle. So 1.5 plus 2.8 plus 1.5 plus 4.4, that will be equal to 10.2 centimeter. Means in this case ant will cover 10.2 centimeter as a total distance. Now see the third part. Diameter of the semicircle. This is in the shape of the cone, but this is the semicircle. This portion is the semicircle. So the diameter of semicircle is 2.8. So the radius will be 1.4 centimeter, and circumference of this semicircle is pi r, that means 4.4 centimeter. Now we need to find the total distance covered by ant. First one is the semicircle. Circumference of this semicircle, that is 4.4 centimeter. Then the length of this line, which is 2 centimeter, and also the length of this line, which is 2 centimeter. So 2 plus 2 plus 4.4 is equal to 8.4 centimeter. So the total distance covered by ant is 8.4 centimeter in the third case. Now in third 8.4, in second 10.2, and in first 7.2. So obviously 10.2 centimeter is more than as compared to 8.4 and 7.2, which is the total distance that covered by ant in the second case. So obviously figure B, food pieces, the ant would take the longer round. Hope all of you understand all these questions, and if you have any problem regarding any question, then you can ask and I will clarify your doubts. Also you have to do all these questions in your fair notebook. That means you need to complete exercise 11.1 in your fair notebook. So enough for today.